This is my boat Palangi, and she's a standfast 40 and had a really good spray hood, but it was starting to rot and letting water in it offshore. And I really wanted to show off these curves that the canvas just kind of covered up, and I wanted to bring that out a bit more. So I was really lucky to have original architect's drawings to make scale models and play with some ideas and how it might work with Captain Playmobil. And also this helped to get the right amount of materials. Here's a graph paper diagram. And the first stage was this blue 20 centimetre cheap foam from any builder's merchant. Used anything, duct tape to hold it together and make the shape. And you could cut out, here's the curves. Great idea was to copy on each side. And then you start to put on the 10mm high density water expelling foam. And this is really the core stuff, and it starts to really take shape and look smart. Then you get your first layer of epoxy on. I got the wrong mix the first day, poo emoji. But then that starts to give it a hard shell over the outside, and you can start removing the blue foam then. And here's the portholes. Wondering if I'd bitten off a bit more than I wanted to chew with the design. And a big testing moment to go alongside the pontoon and to flip it off the boat. Woohoo, it didn't break. And I used the old stainless steel tubes off the old canvas here to keep the shape. And when I carried it to a friend's workshop, I could really get to grips with things. That was really helpful. Here I'm using plastic pipe for the edging. That was great. And a slap of undercoat just to cheer me up and to see how we'd get on and to see how much more filling was needed, really. Oh my God, then the windows. So polycarbonate, really curvy, really bendy, cold press, very hard. Came up with a better idea later on. But it fitted on the boat. That was amazing. And very long days getting the rest of the polycarbonate in, using little clamps here. But I went sailing and it rained, and it kept the rain out. That was amazing. It still looked like a bit of a hot mess though, but it was functional. I started to get a bandage and filler over the outside and filler on the inside to strengthen it up, and it really kind of made it look a lot neater. That was great. More filling. And then I went to Canaries. So it was very functional. It worked. And it was great. We could see really well. It sheltered us. Loved it. Gave me a chance to think about the colours, what kind of detail I wanted to do in the end. And when I'd finally painted the inside, my God, what a difference that made. This is crossing to La Gomera. Again, really functional, really good visibility all round, kept the waves off, and just worked so well, really. And a little touch here is the porthole in the top, so I can see the wind direction. That's a great one. And cleaning up bits of the fill around the edges, it started to really come into its own. And doing a rig check, I could really see from above that it kind of kept the shape that I wanted from the original plan. And then what colour did I choose? Well, a bit bold, but here we go. Went for the bright blue. And it turns out that the yellow trim was the same colour as the pipes were originally. I didn't realise, but it works. Very Canaries colours, and that's my hard spray hood Dodger. I'll do another video about the pros and cons of this whole process.